Okay. So I need to pull up my other page with the work on it. hmm Go ahead over here. Let's see. Don't do that to me. There we go. Projects. Okay. All right. And then we go. Where did I put that at? Oh, that's in my file. Okay, I think I can pull it up. Let's pull it up in here. I'm gonna pull that up too. Yeah, here we go. Mm, why can't you pull it up from there? Let's see if it'll pull it up from there. There we go. Okay, yeah, it did. Okay, so I'm gonna share the screen. We're gonna go ahead and get started here, and everybody else will come in. I already sent out the invites to everybody. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do chapter 3, and then we'll go back and answer chapter 1 and 2. We'll do 3 and 4, and then we'll go back and answer chapters 1 and 2. Okay, will that work for you?
All right. Oh, sure. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so would you like to read for me, ma'am?
I can't. I'm on my phone.
Oh, jeez.
I really just got off Missy and just got home from Natchitoches. I've been driving
Oh,
back and forth.
yeah, I know. I apologize. I'm pressuring you to do things that you're not able to do at a time like that. I'm not trying to be inconsiderate. It's just that I didn't take into consideration that you just got off work. So please forgive me for that.
Please forgive me.
No, 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 no. You just got off work, baby. You're it ain't the same. You gotta remember you're doing something. I
Mhm.
can sit at home and make ebooks all day. Oh,
That's
there's
why I gotta
Latasha.
be having to catch up with you, good Miss
Yeah,
What
Retired
y'all thought
Lady.
I wasn't gonna show up?
No, we
I
didn't. That's not what we said. And she came on time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah,
No, I'm actually kind of late. Miss Selena had beat me. I looked and seen it on there.
yeah.
no, but I just
I'm a
sent it.
few
That's
minutes
why.
late.
Look, y'all, I took it. I had to take a nap before I started this. I needed that's I'm still wanting to take a vitamin B12 because I'm struggling. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm struggling. My tiredness is getting to me, but I'm trying to do better. Um,
You don't
I
drink
got it.
coffee or nothing?
Huh?
You don't drink coffee or nothing?
I drink coffee sometime, but not all the time. Not all the time. And if I drink coffee, I drink it in the day in the morning. So when you
Mm-hmm.
drink it in the morning, you get that sugar lag around 2, 3, 4. When you get that sugar lag, then you be ready to go back to sleep again. Yeah. And if I
Mm.
get up, that's why I don't get up early in the mornings. I cannot do early mornings like used to now. If I'm traveling to go somewhere, I put myself
Mm-hmm.
early, but I am not an early. My husband be like, hi, good morning, how you doing? I give him
My
that
favorite,
look.
if I'm not working, my favorite time is like 10 a.m. That way I can
Yeah,
get up and do
10.
chores. I don't want to get up
Mm-hmm.
no earlier than that because, like, I be struggling trying to get up for church. I ain't lying. But I'm like, okay, if I can go to work, which I don't be wanting, if I can do this and I can do that, I'm going to get up and go to church. I
No,
don't do that every Sunday, but
I can't do it. 11 o'clock is usually my ideal time of actually getting up and moving around.
yeah, see,
Sometimes we
10,
got to get up
11, yeah.
early, and he'd be so cheery because older people get up early, and he's been used to getting up early. Now, every now and then he'll
But y'all
lay.
not that far apart, Miss C. Y'all said y'all not even
Yeah,
that
we're
far
11
apart.
years, we're about 10, 11 years apart.
Oh, okay. A decade? Oh, that ain't too bad.
Yeah, that's a difference. He was 10
Yeah,
years
that's
old when I,
not bad.
That ain't too
yeah.
bad. Mm-mm.
So he gets up early. My husband has got some of them old ways of doing stuff.
Is he a military vet?
No, he's not no,
Oh,
I'm the
he's a
military.
civilian. Okay.
Yeah, he's a civilian. So, but he always, his dad, coming from the families that have the dad hard working and all that kind of stuff. That type of family back then. So he kind of got some of those ways still. And he gets up, and then his job when he worked when he was before he retired, he got up at 5 o'clock to go to work every day. So, um,
Yeah,
but
me. Ooh, yeah.
no, I don't. He see me like, oh no, she want don't. Hey, good morning. How you doing? I done had my cup of coffee.
But
Nope.
like they say, if it's a flight, I get up at any time. I don't care. I'm gonna get up early
Yes,
for that
I
flight. I
got to
don't
get
do
up
late
if I'm
flights.
doing something. If I'm going somewhere, yeah. But if I
Yeah.
ain't
Oh
going
yeah, for
nowhere,
sure. Cause you have the what's the word,
hmm,
like I don't know
you
what
got
the
to
word
force
is.
yourself.
Like no, like you excited, like you have the
Yeah, 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 yeah. You're
like you ready
excited to get.
for
Yeah,
it.
you're ready to move. Exactly.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm not going to keep you guys long. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're on chapter 3. I was telling Latasha, I was telling Miss Shamir that we're going to go over the questions at the end when we finish these two chapters before I give you guys another worksheet. Okay,
Okay.
make sure y'all keep your worksheets because it might be a test at the end altogether. Okay, so we're on chapter 3. So, chapter 3 says an overview of misrepresentation. So, it says here misrepresentation has long been a critical issue in the historical narrative surrounding Black women. Throughout history, the contributions and experiences of Black women have often been overshadowed or distorted by dominant cultural narratives that prioritize other voices. This marginalization not only skews the understanding of their roles in society, but also perpetuate stereotypes that fail to capture the complexities of their identities and experiences. So, a clear-eyed examination of the misrepresentation reveals the need for more. Let me make this bigger so you guys see. Okay. Let's see what I left. So when I make it bigger, it changes. Okay. Okay. A clear-eyed examination of this misrepresentation reveals the need for a more inclusive recounting of history that acknowledges the diverse narratives of Black women. The impact of representation extends beyond mere historical inaccuracies. It influences how Black women are perceived in contemporary society. The misalignment of historical narratives with the lived realities of Black women fosters an environment where their contributions are undervalued. This disconnect can lead to feelings of disempowerment and alienation among Black women who may struggle to see themselves reflected in the histories that are taught and celebrated. Addressing these miscalculations is crucial for fostering a sense of belonging and empowerment among Black women today. So let me ask you something. So what do you guys consider give me an example of misrepresentation of the Black woman. Give me an example.
Oprah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Her and Gail.
Okay. Oh, damn. Okay. So what do you mean by that? What do you think?
I just believe, I just believe, even though she made a lot of books and stuff,
Uh,
I just don't think that Oprah is for the black woman.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Um, the white women basically made her, even though she put in the work, I won't discredit her for that, but
Mhm.
to me, she fight harder for white women's other than, her own skin color.
Or
Gotcha.
the
Okay.
kids that she was, what that country was that she was taking care of them kids because she said that we
Oh
were
yeah.
ungrateful in America.
Ghana. Was it Ghana
It was one of them countries. I can't remember
where
because
she built the
me and my
school?
mom were looking into her.
Military
Like this
built
was
the
years
school.
Yeah, she
ago.
did.
But
She had those little black kids and white ones too.
so
Yeah.
like
Okay.
I just feel like I kind of just I don't know why I blurted out her name, but it's the fact that she was a successful, she is a successful black woman. But have you ever seen her mentor other black women? Have you ever seen any foundations that she's, given in America? Like she's taking her, money. She could do what you want with her money, but she took
Mhm.
her money out the country,
Yeah. Well, a
and
lot
we
of
got
them
the
do
same
that.
problem, like,
A lot of them do that. And
yeah.
I never could get that concept. Why would you go build a school over there when the schools in here are crumbling down? Yeah,
Right.
I never could understand that. Yeah, you know what? I
Oh, one
stopped being
more,
an
Candace Owens.
okay, okay, okay,
Candace
okay.
Owens, because even though she's
Now,
a
wait a minute. Now, are you talking about what you see as misrepresentation,
misrepresentation.
or or society
Me,
misrepresentation?
I think
Okay, yeah,
misrepresentation because she's an intelligent black woman, but she doesn't
mhm,
affiliate or even strive to let you know that she is a black woman.
gotcha.
Like she doing all this for this Charlie Kirk dude, right? But if she really feeling this man. Like, who finna go this hard and you married? And she married to a white man.
Yeah,
So it's like you
exactly.
disassociate yourself from your own race.
From your own
And you're a
race.
popular, very popular, well known woman that talks trash about black people.
And
Exactly.
there's a lot
So
of them that
that's
do
why I
that.
said she's a misrepresentation of black women. Even though she is strong and she is intelligent, but
Yes.
yeah.
And okay, so I was thinking on the lines of she's a perfect example, but I was also thinking on the lines of people like some of our Black American women who invented stuff. I was thinking on the lines of the cell phone, the answer machine, and the security system. That's what I was thinking. Who did
How is
that? And
representation?
because you know why I'm saying it's misrepresentation, because people keep forgetting
Oh,
that you would be using your cell phone. You
yeah.
wouldn't have that surveillance camera in your house if it
Hmm.
wasn't for a black woman. You
Yeah.
wouldn't even do your answering service on your phone if it wasn't for a black woman. That's what
Yeah.
I was thinking.
GPS.
That was
Yeah.
the lines I
That's
was
true.
thinking. So,
That's
like
true.
when we sit here and we argue back and forth with racist people, but you're arguing back and forth with somebody who's using an instrument that a black woman made.
Hair
You
care.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. They made everything. Black people made everything. White people made nothing. They took credit for everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Recipes.
And they
Yeah.
stole
Um. Yeah.
patents too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wouldn't
But
be able
they
to iron their
absolutely,
clothes. Go ahead. I'm
they
sorry.
absolutely made nothing.
Yeah.
Um. From the red lights, poles and chairs,
Yep.
people was all invented by black folks.
That's right.
And the white folks came along and stole it and ran with the idea and got the
Hmm.
money for it
Yep. That's right.
and
They
left
sure.
them with and put me in the mind of, the lady who made the recipe for KFC.
See. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
That white
Yeah.
man took everything and gave her family pennies
Yep. Sure did.
and made a fortune off of them.
And he wind up selling it. And he wound up. I don't
Right.
think he had any money when he died. KFC Colonel Sanders. I think he died poor. Got to be careful
You
how you
know.
do that.
It,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
can't forget about Miss Henrietta Lacks.
Yep. Yes, Miss
Yeah.
Henry relax. You think about, yeah, because you wouldn't be able to cure cancer. You wouldn't even know how to even start working on doing any type of research
How
if
to
it
cure
wasn't for
any
her.
type, yeah, diseases. Like those
Yeah,
people should be
any type of
Right.
billionaires right now.
And then they still lie to the day and tell you that there aren't cures for these diseases, but
no,
there are.
there are.
Mm-hmm.
They are very much so. You're correct. So that was the lines I was thinking of when I was thinking misrepresentation.
Oh, we thought
But
about it the other way.
yeah, but Oprah Winfrey, that's still, either way it goes, there's both. Those are both ways. That is, it says misrepresentations. So definitely there's I mean, there's plenty of them, but those are great examples. So furthermore, the rewriting of history must involve active participation from Black women themselves. Their voices and perspectives are essential in challenging the dominant narratives that have historically excluded them. By reclaiming their stories and exerting their place in history, Black women can help to create a more accurate and equitable representation of their experiences. This collective effort is vital, not just for Black women, but for society as a whole, as it enriches our understanding of of history and promotes social justice. In conclusion, an overview of misrepresentation reveals the necessity for concerted effort to rectify historical narratives surrounding Black women. By addressing the miscalculations in these narratives, we can begin to honor the complexity and richness of Black women's experiences. This journey towards a more accurate representation is not merely an academic exercise, it is a vital step towards empowerment, understanding, and healing within the Black community. By embracing their stories, Black women can redefine their place in history and inspire future um, generations to do the same. Now, what I think is I don't know if you guys have heard, um, but because they've taken Black history out of a lot of things now when it comes to curriculum in school and the education system. But there is actually I think it's a pastor, I'm not for sure, but it's a group of Black people in Florida. I think it's in Tampa, that they actually started a Black history class, and they do it on the weekends, if I'm not mistaken. And not only do children go to it, adults go to it too, because they've taken, especially in Florida with its racist state, it's taken Black history out of the schools. So they teach it on the weekends. And I think it's an excellent ideal. I think we should be doing the same thing, because we don't, there's a lot of things about Black history. If we don't look at it on social media platforms, we wouldn't even know it happened, because so much stuff has been hidden from us. We've been lied to about it. So a lot of things we just don't know. But I know one thing, steady try to keep myself up on what's going on in our history, especially when it comes to Black women.
It's like we're still slaves, but we're free. We're free
Yeah.
slaves.
We have this
We
disillusion.
have
We
some.
have
We have liberty. We have liberty.
liberties. Yeah.
We don't
So we
have
have this
justice though.
illusion of liberties because we really don't.
In liberty and justice
Right.
for all, right? We don't have
Right.
liberty, but we
It's a
have liberty, but no
form.
justice.
Nothing nothing has changed.
Nope. There you
No,
go. And they had us standing up for the pledge, y'all,
I don't
every
get it.
single day in class.
I
In
know.
elementary, like
I
it
know.
was just part of the routine, and if you didn't get up, you was in trouble.
That's right.
Yeah.
And look,
Cause I did
not
it
only
before, cause I ain't feel like standing up.
exactly.
So I got in
It's
trouble
crazy.
for that. Like if I can remember, I'm trying to see where we doing that at high. We was doing that at high school too,
Yeah, you did
y'all.
it all the way through school, period.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. We
All
were
the way.
controlled, y'all. From man, that is crazy, bro.
Yeah. And in Texas, not only stand up for the flag,
Yeah,
Texas has their own Pledge of Allegiance that you have to say.
yeah,
That was mind blowing when
yeah.
I was teaching and they stood up and they did
I
it.
can imagine how you was staring at them people.
Yes. I was like, what?
Did
They
you have to
literally
learn it?
have their own Pledge of Allegiance. I was like,
Did you learn
I,
it?
no, hell, I don't even say ours anymore. So no, I don't want to learn theirs. No, 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 no. But them kids know it.
So
And
when
I
you were
was
at work, I'm saying when you were at work, did you have to say
no, no. And I never said it. Even when they was doing the Pledge of Allegiance, I never said it. Mm-mm. And I was working in high schools. Not only was I in elementary schools, I was in high schools too.
it? Yeah.
So no, no, no. I was just shocked when I very first heard it because you know how you just be ready to sit down, and then they said, "I pledge allegiance to the state of Texas." I was like,
Man,
"What? What?"
What?
I said, "Oh Lord,
that's
yeah,
some
they got
cult type stuff, man.
yeah."
They might as well throw the Nazi
Texas
sign
has
up.
been so, look, it's like we think America has been so great to us. They think Texas has been so great to them until you peel back them doggone curtains and see Texas in a terrible shape. They are in a because again, America being the way they are, they pull off this like we this strong big, but Texas got some issues. They got some serious issues in Texas. But you know what? I love Texas. I don't care, even though they have those issues. Shit, I'm in America. So, I mean, what's the difference? But no, Texas, and I love the places that I've been in Texas, but Texas got their own political craziness going on. Because it's the same as what we have here. They have Greg Abbott, we got Landry. So it ain't really no different. They two peas in the same
Well, they twin sister states.
huh?
They twin sister states.
Yeah, 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 exactly. So, case studies of notable Black women. The legacies of notable Black women throughout history are often obscured by dominant narratives that fail to capture their true significance. Figures such as Harriet Tubman and Ida B. Wells exemplify the intersectionality of race and gender and their contributions to social justice and civil rights. Tubman, known for her daring missions to rescue enslaved people via the Underground Railway, not only fought for freedom, but also for women's suffrage, illustrating the dual struggles faced by Black women. Likewise, Wells, a pioneering journalist, challenged systemic racism and violence, bringing attention to the lynching of Black individuals, thereby showcasing the critical role of Black women in advocacy and activism. We always seem to fall in those categories. I don't know if you guys know that about Black women, but we're always advocating for people and we're always doing some type of activism type work all the time. We don't even like, you know what? Lots of time we don't even realize we're doing it because it's so ingrained in us. Okay. So we don't really, it's just a natural thing for us to stand up and speak up for people, which do not speak up for us. Um, Another remarkable figure is Angela Davis, whose work as a scholar and an activist in the 1960s and 70s brought issues of race, class, and gender to the forefront of political discourse. Davis's involvement with the Black Panther Party and her subsequent imprisonment highlighted the intersectional oppression faced by Black women as she became a symbol of resistance against systemic injustices. Her intellectual contributions continue to inspire contemporary movements, reminding us that Black women's histories are intertwined with broader struggles for liberation and equality. Now, I think I don't know, I probably put it on Facebook a couple times. I got a chance to actually meet her sister when we were in Nashville. Very wonderful young lady. Um, she was on her way to Africa at that time. But yeah, it's just we don't realize. And then you got to look at Angela Davis. Angela Davis won her own case. Did y'all know that? When they tried to convict her, she literally won her own case and walked out of prison. And they tried to say she was involved in those shootings or killing those cops. And she won her own case. She fought her own case and won and walked out free. I'm just saying, we are power, man. We are power. And that's what we got to take in. I mean, just imagine her going up against the system where they would have locked her up for the rest of her life. And she was strong enough and she had the knowledge. That's why knowledge is so important to fight the whole system and win. Can't beat that. Additionally, the story of Michelle Obama represents a modern chapter in the ongoing narrative of Black women's achievements. As the first African American First Lady of the United States, she challenged stereotypes and advocated for education, health, and military families. Her memoir, Becoming, resonates with many Black women as it reflects the complexities of identity, ambition, and resilience in the face of societal expectations. Obama's journey underscores the importance of representation and the impact of Black women in positions of power. The contributions of Black women in the arts must also be acknowledged with figures like Maya Angelou. Everybody knows who Maya Angelou is. And Nina Simone, yes, breaking barriers and reshaping cultural narratives. Angelou's literary work, infused with themes of identity and resilience, provided a voice for the struggles and triumphs of Black women. Similarly, Simone's music and activism transcended entertainment, serving as a powerful platform for civil rights and social change. Their legacies challenge, excuse me, y'all. You hear her barking, now you want to run. Yeah, get out. Bye. Okay. In recognizing these notable, oh, I'm sorry. So, similarly, Simone's music and activism transcended entertainment, serving as a powerful platform for civil rights and social change. Their legacies challenge the miscalculations in historical narratives by highlighting the profound influence of Black women in shaping culture and society. In recognizing these notable Black women, we confront the miscalculations in historical narratives that often overlook their contributions. By reclaiming their stories, we not only validate their experiences, but also empower future generations of Black women. It is crucial to celebrate these figures as they embody the intersectionality of race and gender and their narratives. And their, excuse me, narratives are integral to understanding the broader context of Black women's experiences throughout history. Their stories serve as a reminder that the fight for equity and justice is ongoing and that the voices of Black women are essential in this pursuit. The impact of stereotypes in historical accounts. So, before we go any further, do you guys have any questions? Am I moving too fast? Are you understanding what I'm reading? Or you can always go back and read this because you have the books, right? Um, do you guys want to have any comments before I go any
Going too
further?
fast.
I read too fast. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll slow down. Okay.
No, I say
So,
you're not reading too fast.
okay, okay, all right. I thought you said I was. So when we talk about Michelle Obama, I've never read her book. I'm not really a big fan of Michelle Obama. I just not. I mean, I'm just not. So I never read her book. I heard it did very well on the New York Sellers best list, but I've never been a big fan of hers. I'm not really a big fan of her husband. So, um, and we keep saying the first black when he was not the first black president, but that's a whole nother story. Um, but yeah, so and being the person, see now her narrative might be a little bit different from everybody else's narrative. Her narrative might be different than Maya Angelou narrative. I know Maya Angelou came from a poor family. I know that Maya Angelou was molested. I can't remember, was it a family member or somebody who molested her? Nina Simone's story is a little bit different. Um, and plus those are different genres. She was in the arts. I mean, when you talk about art, she was an author, but Nina Simone was an artist, a music artist. Um, so there's a difference in their narratives, but again, their stories need to be told. You have to understand. I think she has a song called Mississippi. Oh gosh, what is it?
You talking about Nina Simone?
Yeah, what's the name of her song?
Mississippi, goddamn.
Yeah, there it goes. You ever heard of that, Shamir?
No, ma'am. But I
Okay.
did see her documentary.
Yes. Okay. So that song, Mississippi Goddamn. Yes. And that was her way of voicing what was going on at that time for her and us, you know, back in those days. And yeah, I think that's a good song. And you know, they wanted to try to keep her from singing that, right?
Mhm.
Now, another person, when you talk about that genre, when we talk about music, let's talk about Billie Holiday. Let's talk about the song Strange Fruit. Do you know they
Mhm.
jailed her? If she could sing, if she sung that song again, she was going to go to jail. Oh yeah, they did not want her to sing the song about strange fruit. The first time I ever heard it was my mom was playing it. She had her old albums, and
Yeah.
my mom was playing it, and that's it.
Nina was something. She
Yeah,
a lot of her a lot of her activism she would do through her music.
music. Yeah,
When
exactly.
she would travel, she would see things, and it got to
Yeah.
the point to where they blackballed her,
Yes, yes.
and they had to come back around, and she got a chance to. It was her decision, but
Mm-hmm.
she started to perform again here in her own country.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's what happened to a lot of them who did not want to feel the need to hide their disdain for how America was treating black people. So they would speak up and they would leave the country. A lot of them did that, or they got banned or blackballed out of the country, and they would just stay overseas. I mean, they had to do that's what they had to do because they were not welcome in their own country. And see, this is what we need. This is the America I want to talk about. And this is not on the same subject we're talking about right now, but I want to talk about that America. I want to do a whole excerpt of that America because this 250 anniversary or whatever, no, I'm not proud that in 200.
I don't even think about it. I mean, I've been hearing people talk about it all the time, but when
Mhm.
I hear it, I really don't feel moved by it
Me neither. I don't either. And
because
we all
what
black
is the
people.
big celebration about? Nothing has
Okay.
changed.
Nothing has changed 250 years. And out of those 250 years, only 22 of them that we did, we weren't in a war. That we didn't shed blood. So I'm trying to figure out what you're proud of. And then we've been lied to by our own country about other countries, and we realized they had more freedom than we did. But we were told
Right,
that they didn't. I mean, just look at history. And now that everything is out there now, you free health care, 5 and 6 months off for having a baby, and paid leave, and all the things that all these other countries have. In some
right,
countries, you can take a nap at work, siestas at work, fringe benefits you get at work, and you don't work long hours. All of that stuff was told to us like nobody else was doing that. But America had it so great because they didn't want us to know that other countries were doing better. They didn't want us to know that. So they always told us bad things. And see, that's what needs to be told about America. That's what we need to really dig into about our America. We should be able to talk about our America. Who says we can't? Other countries are doing so much better than we are. I don't know. I don't know. And it's embarrassing for me because I was one of those people who was proud to serve my country. And I realized my country don't even love me. It's like being with a man you're doing everything for, and he don't even love you. You're just there. It's the same thing. Don't appreciate you, complain all the time, don't want you to go anywhere, don't want you to do anything. It's like being in an abusive relationship. That's what it is, being an American. But like when everything going good, you don't see all the stuff. You don't see all the bad things in it, right? So yeah, that's and I think I really want to talk about that, but I've got to do it at the right time. So the impact of stereotypes on historical accounts. So stereotypes have long influenced the narrative surrounding historical accounts of Black women, often reducing their complex identities to simplified caricatures. We're not caricatures, okay? These stereotypes not only distort the realities of their experiences, but also shape the way historians and society has large perceived their contributions. By examining the impact of these stereotypes, we can uncover the hidden narratives that have been overshadowed by dominant historical discourses. So, give me an example of the ideal that there's stories that were told, but they were not told correctly about Black women and their contributions to our history. because it is our history. It's our story, actually. So anybody have an example that you can think about?
No,
Huh?
I don't.
Okay. Miss Latasha, do you have any type of examples of any type of distortion of the reality of the contributions that we? Okay, I'm gonna give you one. So you would say Fannie Lou Hamer, that's my shero, one of my sheros. They said she was a rabble rouser. She kept up mess. She didn't want to act right. Y'all know she got kicked off the plantation she was living on with her family because she wanted people to vote. She was fighting for people to vote, and she tried to go vote. So she had to move out and live in a house with somebody else. So she wasn't even with her family. She got separated from her family. They would
I
say
never
she was
heard of
like,
that.
huh?
I never heard of that.
Yeah, yeah, right there in Mississippi. The slave master kicked her off the doggone plantation because she was registering people to vote and she was trying to vote. Crazy. Moreover, the intersectionality of race and gender plays a crucial role in how Black women's stories are told and interpreted. Excuse me. Historical accounts frequently overlook the multifaceted nature of their experiences, which are often intertwined with issues of class, sexuality, and culture. This lack of nuanced representation leads to a miscalculation of their roles in history, perpetuating the cycle of individual invisibility that many Black women face. We're there, but we're not. Our gifts, everything that we do, they'll take that and run with it, ignore us, don't talk to us, don't even involve us. Like Ida B. Wells at the suffrage movement parade. They wanted them in the back, even though they did some dynamic work on getting people the rights to vote, getting women the rights to vote. They wanted to put them in the back. But I love Ida B. Wells because she said, "Oh, hell no, you ain't putting me in the back. Here I come." And she walked up to the front of the line with everybody else. And she marched with everybody else when they was trying to put her in the back. They wanted the Black people in the back, the Black women in the back, and take all the credit because that's what they've always done, right? The rewriting of history must acknowledge the detrimental effects of these stereotypes on both individuals and the collective identities. When Black women's contributions are diminished or misrepresented, it not only harms their legacy, but also affects current and future generations. This distortion can lead to a skewed understanding of societal progress and an ongoing struggles that Black women endure. So if we don't tell our young Black girls how wonderful they can be, and they don't have examples to live by, just imagine. So that's why they want to silence what we've done, our contributions to history. They don't want our little Black girls to turn out to be the same way. Because then, if you have a whole slew full of strong Black young girls turn into strong Black women, you got an army to deal with. You ain't going to be able to just say what you want to us, and we're not all going to. Because now we got our young ladies acting that way, having that power, opening up their mouth and fighting and making trailblazing themselves into a society. We wouldn't have that if we don't have somebody telling the story and telling about our experiences. Furthermore, it is essential to challenge the prevailing narratives that often exclude the voices of Black women. Activism and scholarship must focus on reclaiming these narratives, ensuring that the true stories of resilience, strength, and agency are highlighted. By doing so, we can foster a richer, more inclusive historical account that reflects the diverse experiences of Black women throughout time. In conclusion, the impact of stereotypes on historical accounts is profound and far reaching. To honor the true essence of Black women's experiences, we must actively engage in rewriting history with an intersectional lens. By embracing a more comprehensive understanding of their narratives, we can empower Black women and acknowledge their rightful place in history, ultimately contributing to a more equitable society. Do you think that we would feel more equal to society if we could tell our stories? Do you guys think that is a possibility? Huh? Hello?
What's that, Missy?
I said, do you think if we had more equity built in telling our story, do you think we would probably won't be able to get through the whole thing. We'll just do chapter 3. I won't force you for chapter 4. Um, do you think that overall, if we were not able, if we had a level playing field, that we would be more powerful? I'll say it like that. Yeah. You think we'd be more
No,
powerful? Why
we
do you
don't
think
need
that?
we don't need a even field because we're already powerful. But we got to
So
be
we
even
don't.
with them for.
Okay. 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 I got you. I got you. I got what you're saying.
Yeah, we don't need to be. We don't have to sit at the table now. Look,
Got
we ain't got to sit at the table with them. It's a lot of black women that made their own table and actually brought other black women. We just don't hear about it.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You're right. Um, think about the lady who was over Essence. Remember her name? Taylor was her last name. I can't remember her first name. Look how long she stayed. The woman represent. She was the face of Essence magazine. Think about Johnson and Johnson, Mrs. Johnson from Johnson. I mean, not Johnson, the Jet magazine. Yeah, Johnson's magazine, Jet magazine. What was the name of the other magazine? Ebony. That's what I wanted to say. Ebony magazine. She think about how her and her husband started that magazine, and their pivotal roles in our history that you don't hear people talk about. They had to fight to do that magazine. And that's why when it comes to writing, when it comes to auditory, we should always have a front seat at that table because that's what we do. The activism, we should always we should always have a front seat at that table because that's who we are. We're the trailblazers. We're the trendsetters. And that seems to be a problem for other people
No,
that
that's right.
we have that power.
And we
That's
do
what.
it unintentionally.
And
That's just
yes,
how God
it's
made us.
natural. It's
You can't be mad
natural.
at how you made.
It's natural for us to be that way. That's a natural thing for us, and we always had to do it. I mean, generationally, our parents did it. Their parents did it. So it's always been so. It's always now. You had some of us that was scary. Okay, we had some of us that would snitch, but the majority of us didn't. We didn't think it was all right for you to treat us bad. We didn't think it was all right for you to dismiss us. A lot of us didn't. And those are the ones that they're more afraid of than they are the ones who say, yes, Miles, I'll do whatever you say. The ones who speak out is the ones that they fear the most. Because if we collectively come together and collectively speak out, that's where the problem lies. Because what we're doing is we're waking up other people and realizing you don't have to live like this. You don't have to take this off of somebody. And that's the fear they have. In any way that they can infiltrate us, they will infiltrate us. So when people get caught up on how our lashes, our hairstyles, that is just a distraction from the ideal, or that's a deflection from the ideal that you're not listening what's coming out of my mouth. You're so concerned
Crabs in
about
a
what I
bucket.
look like.
Crabs in a bucket mentality.
Yes. You're worried about what I look like instead of worrying about what's coming out of my mouth that's trying to teach you something. And that's the most issue. That's like the biggest issue we're having in today's society when it comes to us. And we, as Black women, we love to look nice, we love all that, but that outside stuff is fine and dandy. It's this right here that makes mountains move. Okay? This right here make mountain move and make things happen and changes policies and push that power. And that's
You
what we.
know, that gives I'm sorry, that gives me an example of every time I've looked for a job, I've always went to the tab where it shows about us.
Yeah.
Because I want to see. I'm really trying to see about you. It's not just a job for me at this big age. So I
Yes.
go to that about us section.
Yes.
CEO, director, this, that. And they all white.
Yeah.
I always look for that diversity. I want to say, I wonder if they're going to meet their DEI. It's DEI now, but in my head, it was like, I wonder if they got black people.
Yeah.
And it's simple.
Yeah.
Nope, never,
Yeah.
never, ever, ever.
Yeah. A lot of these
And
tech
it's
companies
it's
don't.
disappointing. No, I mean
Yeah.
just any company. I'm talking. I'm just gonna say Louisiana based. I'm just gonna say Louisiana based because if you look in Texas, you'll see
Mhm.
Mexican, you'll see black. You know what I'm saying? You'll see different diversities because Texas is so huge. But down here we got crab in a bucket mentality real
Yeah.
bad. So
Yeah.
it's
We do.
always family owned.
Yeah.
Businesses most of the time. So
Yeah.
we don't have no businesses.
And but we could do family owned businesses too, but we're not going to do that. And then what happens is too a lot of times is that competition. And then we get so caught up in trying to challenge our competition that we forget that you got customers to take care of, whether it's one, two, or three, four, or five customers, you got customers to take care of. And then the only way you're going to move that needle is for you to take care of your customers. They are proud and they respect your work. And then they start telling other people about you. You worried about the competition. No, you don't need to worry about the competition. But we do because in the capitalistic society, you basically fighting your competition for customers, which you don't have to do it if you have your own lane. But that's not how it works all the time, and that's what kind of hurts us sometimes because we can't do the competition. I never thought that I have to be in business to compete with somebody, but I know that's the business model. I don't see the need to do that because I think it's room for everybody, and she might do it a little bit different than I do. You know, her customer service might be a little bit different than mine is. And we're fighting for the same customer. That's the crazy part about it. We're not trying to stand out and fight for something different. We're fighting for the exact same customer. That's draining, you know? So it's other ways we could do things. And maybe we'll get into that in this as we go down the line. If you guys stay with me, we can do that. Okay, so what I want to do now, we're going to stop. We'll come back to chapter 4 on probably Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to do it Saturday because I'm going to tell you why, because I'm going to be out of town. So Saturday we might not have a class. I'll think about it. But so we're going to go head over to our worksheet. Y'all see your worksheet? You got your worksheet?
I'm going to my email.
Okay. Let's see if Latasha's still there. Latasha, you still? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, there she go. And who's
Oh,
this?
that's
Oh,
cold.
there she go. Latasha, you
She
there?
had me doing all the
I'm
work.
here.
Oh, okay.
She
She
had me doing all
can't.
the work for the past 30 minutes. I'm like, man, where's she at, bro?
I'm here. I'm just listening.
Okay. Okay. So, as you know, we did chapter 1 and 2. Y'all did a wonderful job in the reading. I enjoyed that. So we're gonna go over the questions real quick, and I'm gonna wait for y'all to answer. I'm gonna give y'all the floor to answer. So the first question is: it true or false? And then I want you to explain it. What is the historical narrative surrounding Black women? Oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry. The historical narrative surrounding Black women has often been obscured. Is that true or false? False. Oh, I'm sounding like the no New Yorkers. Obscured. Is that true or false?
True,
Okay.
Oh
And why?
yeah, true.
Okay. And why are you saying that? Why you say it's true?
because I just believe that what words I want to put in. I believe that. Let me go back to my note.
Okay.
I wrote it down. Okay, you say for the Black women's contribution to challenge,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Revisit and rewriting historical accounts,
Mm-hmm.
allows for the inclusion of diversion and have often been silent. Well, from what I get out of it, it's like you get so sidetracked here. What the words I want to use. For me, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, if women don't continue to speak out, they'll just never get to where they need to be.
Okay. Okay. Shamir?
True or false? I say yes because they've taken a lot of Black women's ideas, like we were saying earlier.
Okay.
Um, they're erasing history for Black people, as a whole. So you
Mm-hmm.
think that one person that made it, but really they didn't took the idea from somebody else who never got paid,
Mm-hmm.
for it.
Exactly.
So they've taken our music, they've taken our men, they've taken what else? Our talents,
Mm-hmm.
or tried to. They still can't, take it. They even trying to take our looks.
Exactly.
They're mad
Hmm.
because we like our little wigs and this, and that. But beauty has evolved, and they don't know anything about protective hairstyles.
Exactly.
So they don't know us.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. So that's what I think.
Okay. Okay, so the next question is, who is Ida B. Wells?
Okay.
Her name familiar.
She was a pioneer,
Mm-hmm.
um, American journalist,
Mm-hmm.
civil rights advocate.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Um, she was raised into slavery in Mississippi,
Okay. Okay. And what was she
and through
known?
her writings, it exposed a lot of realities
Mm-hmm.
in the Black lynchings and violence in America.
Excellent. 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 Y'all know y'all stuff. I'm loving this.
But she know
Okay.
her name was familiar. I just don't remember what her history.
I understand. I understand. So it says here, complete this. The impact of colonialism and systemic racism cannot be understated in the context of what?
Okay, let me go to my notes. See, because I'm not gonna lie, I be forgetting stuff.
That's
And if I
all
don't
right.
write it down, my mind gonna go blank.
It's all right. You are good. This wasn't like a test or anything. So
I
you
really
got
don't know
it.
what to say because I don't know how to, I don't really, I understood it till you said, be
All
understated
right.
in the context of, I don't get that part.
Okay.
That's all right.
You got to rephrase the question for me.
Okay, which one you talking about? The one we doing now?
Mm-hmm.
It's a complete sentence. It's a sentence that was in the
That
Oh,
book.
was in the book.
Yeah,
oh,
that's why I say completed because it's
oh,
actually a
And
sentence in the book.
oh.
okay, this one is for intersected happening. And you said which one you said?
I said the impact of colonialism and
Okay.
racism, systemic racism. Ah, got it. It says the impact of colonialism and systemic racism cannot be understated in the context of what?
Okay. Let me see.
Take your time.
Okay, this is you said the impact of what now?
The impact of colonialism and systemic racism cannot be understated in the context of what? Of the what? Complete the sentence.
That's not the that's the complex corporate way of multiple forms of discrimination. That's not it.
What did you find? What you got?
No, I'm reading something else
Okay.
that that I had wrote down. And that's the true or
This is
false.
another way of actually you know what you're reading. That's what lots of times what completing sentences are because if you understand
Mm-hmm.
what you're reading, you'll know exactly where where to find it at.
And this is
That's all.
the black women continue to challenge the historical miscalculations surrounding the distortions and contributions.
Let's see.
That's not it.
Say that
This
again. Say that again.
this the contributions undervalued and misrepresented.
Hold up.
I'm reading something else.
Okay, let me see. Let me make sure.
I got so much stuff written down.
Statement that cannot be
And
overstated.
this is about social landscaping,
Uh-huh.
revisiting and rewriting historical accounts of laws for the inclusion of diversion
Look, I gotta find it
perspectives
myself.
that have often been solved
That's where I found it at.
by women who have not only been endured, I mean, who not have only endured oppression.
Hold up, y'all.
Mm,
I'm confused myself.
but have also been. I'm get to it. It's in here somewhere.
Yeah, I know. Look, don't look. Don't feel bad. I'm with you. I forgot where I found that question at. Let's see. Let's see. I have totally forgot where I seen that at, and I didn't write it down. I don't write them down. I just go back to them. But I think I made a good
Okay.
one.
Um, and this is the hysterical narrative surrounding black women often been absurd,
Mm.
misrepresented, overlooked,
And I
leading.
remember seeing that. I remember reading
Like,
that.
yeah, I remember writing it down.
I can't find it. Oh my god, I can't find it. I can't find
And
it.
it say complete this narrative have been dominant,
Huh?
and it say complete this women's narratives have been dominant, encouraged, or misrepresented.
Oh no, no,
Chapter
which
two.
one? Okay, no, no, no. Go back to we still on chapter one. We still haven't finished the questions on chapter one.
Okay, let me see.
We still on we're on number three on chapter one. The third square. And I think that's in chapter two. I think I made a mistake and put chapter one up there when it's actually chapter two. So they're backwards. I don't know how I did that. Sorry. Hold up. This is driving me nuts now. I'm mad now because I don't know where I got that question in from. I remember us reading that about colonialism and racism. I remember
And
that
it say
question.
leading to significant miscalculations is understanding that political roles throughout history, form era of slavery, civil rights movement, black women have been.
Is that it?
Is that it?
I'm asking you.
I'm just reading. I'm not fit to lie, y'all. I'm not fit to tell no lie. I'm just reading.
You said
I'm
I'm
not
just
by
reading.
my
I don't know
I
what
computer.
can't
you
keep up with you.
asking. I don't know what you
I
asking me for.
cannot. I'm
So
not
is
gonna
the
lie.
is the is the question in the book?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
you
you
Yeah,
just
it's
control
definitely
F,
you definitely
look
reading
at
the book. That's
Miss
what you're
Anita.
obviously doing.
yeah.
Control F.
Everything is in the book.
That's right. But I remember seeing it, but I can't remember where I saw that when I was reading, y'all. Y'all ain't no help. Y'all supposed to jump in and say, "Hey, I found
I
it."
was just trying to tell you.
You found it?
You
No,
found
in
it?
the book, if you go to your book, you have to control F.
Oh, I'm looking
Because
at my.
I'm just reading the
I'm
book.
I'm I'm pulling up my papers. I'm looking at because I print my book out, so I'm looking at my paper.
Oh, I can't help
That's
you.
yes. See, I'm not
And
looking at the
see,
book.
I don't actually I just wrote down my answer
Okay. Well, what did you
and
get
I
for that?
wrote down the questions first because I don't have the actual
I got you.
book in front of me. I can't go back and look at it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm
So
just
let's move
reading the
on.
answers that I wrote down to the questions.
We'll come back to that question. We'll have that answer before it's over with. Okay. We'll have to come back to that one because I don't. Oh, here it goes. I found it. 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 It was the second page of chapter two. See, I knew I had them in the wrong place. Okay, so the impact of colonialism and systemic racism cannot be understated in the context of Black women's history. So the answer is Black women's history. That will finish that sentence. Oh, Salita, that was terrible. Number three.
Yes, indeed.
Okay,
I'm out.
okay. So, oh, dogs, 8:05. I got her. So let's talk about the next one. Yes or no? Is it vital to create spaces for Black women's stories to be told and celebrated?
Yes,
Good. Yes. And why?
because the younger generation that's coming up under us need to know. So, like I said earlier, they can carry the torch,
That's right. That's
and they won't allow them to allow the next generation to forget.
that's right. Awesome. What do you say, Shamir? Is that a yes or no?
It depends.
Okay. So
Um,
tell me why you say it
it
depends.
depends because women these days they like to do a lot of their um type of thing on the internet. Like you won't meet a woman in person these days to hold an actual women's symposium that isn't directed at a certain demographic, that isn't directed to a certain situation, like single moms and like people who are just down and out. Um, that's what I say. I'm in between about it because I just don't. There's not a lot of women I look up to these days, to be honest with you. I
Uh-huh.
don't have idols
Uh-huh.
or anything like that, but I do
Well, you
love
shouldn't have
Black
an idol.
history.
I can say not an idol. You don't want an idol. You want someone that you can like a mentor, not an idol. Never, never worship anybody.
See, you
Never.
broke up my stuff. You broke up my stuff because you are my mentor. You broke
Oh,
up my stuff.
I'm sorry, but don't idolize nobody.
I don't.
No.
That's what I was saying. I don't have any
Yeah.
idols. That's what I was saying. Like,
You can have a hero or a mentor, but not no. Don't.
Right,
Nobody should be idolized. That's where we get these cults from, because we got people idolizing people.
and I feel like Black history should never end as far as when we're speaking
Yes.
about the women. But
right,
Yes.
like I said, these days
It's hard.
yeah. That's why I said I'm in between. Like, it's hard to find an older woman who
Hmm.
has prestige, or you don't even have to have prestige. Just
No.
let me know that you've been through some stuff and how you got through it.
Yes.
How you treat your family. And just how you got through life. Like, how did you get this far? Type. You don't have to have a big house, or anything like that. Um, but it's not a lot of women that you can talk to. Like, I don't have a lot of women I can talk to like that in my family. Period. So
And
it's
it's
not
sad.
because
It's
not all of them will give you the truth.
there you go.
They'll bend it and break.
they'll say what makes you feel good.
Right, and
They'll say
I don't want nobody to ever say anything just because to make me feel good.
Mhm.
That's my grandma.
No, I want you to give me the brutal, honest truth, even if it's gonna hurt my feelings. I want to be around them kind of people,
Exactly. You're 100% correct.
so I could fix it.
Mhm.
If
Yep.
you're gonna lie to me, because eventually I'm gonna see through it anyway.
Mhm. Exactly. It's gonna come up anyway. So
Once you
that's
learn
it.
how to read people
Mhm.
energy and read the
Mhm.
room,
Yeah. Yes,
you
indeed.
can't it can't
Can't play
you
with it.
can't be fooled.
No. And that's what we like to see people do is open up their mind. That's the whole purpose of doing a lot of things is to open up the mind, and say, hey, look, this is what's going on. You need to see it. I'm with you with Shamir with idol not idols, but people to mentor, to have somebody to you don't have that anymore. Those women, um, and this whole facade they put on that they got to live in big pretty houses, they got to have red bottom shoes. The materialistic part
Yeah, the older
of
people are
a
starting to
lot
act
of
like
it
the
is a
younger
turn off
people.
for
Like,
me.
why are you 40, 50 some years old getting a BBL?
Exactly.
I'm just
For
being honest.
attention.
That's what I'm saying. So,
For
how you
Exactly.
be
attention.
an
And
inspiration
they
to
don't
somebody?
even
How
know
can you
that
be
you don't
somebody's
even need
yeah?
all that to keep
Exactly.
nobody.
To get a man,
Exactly.
men like natural. They don't like all that. Anything will catch a man's attention because they're dumb like that. I mean, everything catches
Right.
their attention.
Yeah.
They have opinions. We have what we have. Like, that's just
Yeah.
how they're programmed.
Yeah.
Um,
So they're
you're
attracted
right.
to
A
whatever
lot of
they're
women
attracted to.
listen.
That's not gonna make them want you more. You can sit there and get all of that, and they're still gonna cheat on you.
If you go home and you look at the wife,
You will
All
be
right.
shocked.
Now
It's
you
not nothing like you visualize
no.
because it's
Yeah.
what's on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's
not about if you have a big bud, big bust, you
mm-hmm.
know, it's about your heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But people don't but we've become so glamored in this whole society that even when you go natural, and I know it's a lot of women who have beautiful bodies and they have great things to say, but everything they wear has to be tight and nothing is
There's
naturally
no
groomed.
modesty,
There's no
anymore.
Right.
Like,
modesty. Yeah,
you
that's the
know,
word.
That
you
Yeah,
stuff
can
is
be
a gift
sexy,
and a
do your
curse.
thing. But
yeah.
I was always told, like, I was raised by my well, raised up with my great grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
So I was always raised with older, church folk. So I was always told, if you're gonna show the top, don't show the bottom. If you're gonna show the bottom, don't show the top. So
Yeah,
don't ever
they
show
said that in
both.
church. You
So
got
that's
to
why
have your skirt
there's no
past the
modesty.
knee.
Like, yeah, you just giving it out. Like, and then you doing it to the women and the men. Like, what's really going
Yeah,
on?
yeah, yeah.
See
Because
me,
they
for
say,
myself, I'm a
mm-hmm,
tomboy.
mm-hmm,
What
Yeah.
people think, it ain't even nothing like.
yeah,
Mm.
I'm so much of a tomboy.
exactly.
I
You're
don't
right.
like to show nothing.
You're right.
I love
Me
men
too.
clothing.
Me too.
I'm
I like
comfortable
men's
in
shirts.
men's pajamas, a
Yeah.
white tee,
Mm-hmm,
some socks, and tennis shoes.
mm-hmm,
I'm not as feminine as people think. I'm uncomfortable in clothes like that,
mm-hmm,
but I wear them because I have daughters.
mm-hmm,
But they know that mama is comfortable in a baggy shirt and some
mm-hmm.
pants
Yeah, yeah. Um,
and a ponytail. Simple. But if I want to,
mm-hmm,
I can always let my hair down.
yeah,
It depends on how I feel.
mm-hmm, yeah.
So I
And
agree with you with that.
also, lots of times, one of the things they tell you when you're going through your when you're doing your transformation to make yourself feel better is to dress yourself up a little bit, look nice. You don't have to do the whole glam thing, but kind of fix yourself up, because when you're going through those modes that we go through where we don't want to get dressed, we want to take a shower, we want to wash our face, we don't want to do none of that, it's good to do it anyway. So I think
Yeah.
a lot of times that's the concept that we put in our head sometimes, that we want to, but I'm not, you will not catch me. I got nice things, but you are not, I am not going to spend no $400 and $500 on no dress. I'm not going to
Me
spend that on
neither.
clothes. I sure the hell ain't going to spend it on the wig. Okay. And I'm sure not going to spend it on no shoes. I don't do that. I just, that's just never been, I've never been a materialistic person.
I mean,
I
to
don't,
each his
I
own to
don't
me.
know.
Like, some people look good doing it.
Yeah,
You can
I
tell it's
mean
for
that's
them.
what you want to
You
do.
can tell they're not a copycat. Like, you can tell it's them.
Yeah,
Right.
But everybody, I mean,
yeah.
just go back to being, man, the women were beautiful back in the 90s and
Oh
like
yes,
before
Oh,
then.
yeah. That's
They wore the
because
exactly.
white
everything was
gold. They always had
natural.
lipstick, and because my
Yeah.
mom always looked good. I was raised in the '90s, so my mom always looked really good. So, and I would see those club pictures, like those Polaroids,
Hmm. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I would see everybody's outfits. Like, everybody was looking
Yeah.
nice, like naturally done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Now you
beautiful
got to
black
remember
women.
now, we a little bit older than you, and I
Hmm.
know in the my I was born in the '60s, so in the
Okay.
'70s, Mayetta didn't play. Mayetta had her wig on. She ain't had her Afro wig on. She had her curly hair on, and her waves, the whole 9 yards. Her shoe. Mayetta walked out the door, and she walked out the door. She ain't going half stepping, right? She didn't wear no little short dresses and her stomach out and all. My mom didn't do all that, so we didn't see that, and she didn't appreciate us to wear that kind of stuff. So,
Right.
no, no.
My
I
mama would always tell us
mm-hmm.
if we show it all, then they done seen everything
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
What is you leaving
To the yeah, yeah,
to the imagination?
Nothing.
Nothing.
And I mean, when
So
I
if
was
you go
younger,
out there and you have it all hanging out, I
hmm
believe women do that because they have a low self-esteem.
now
Yeah, I
lots of
know.
times, yeah,
But
okay,
they
now,
call it confidence though.
yeah, but it is a sort of low self esteem because, like, when I was in the military, now I would dress like that when I was in the military. When we go out to the clubs and stuff, yeah, I dress like that. But that was just what you just said, the low self esteem, some of the promiscuousness that comes with that, all of that played a part. Now that, when you get older and you still trying to dress like that, no, 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 no. Even
No,
if
you
I had
missed the
the body
part. Like
I
when
had
you
back then.
younger. No, when you younger,
Hmm.
Miss C, it's
Yeah.
no. I said there's nothing wrong with being sexy. You know,
Hmm.
they
Yeah.
overdoing it. Like they
Now it's
wearing
like
draws,
they half
in the
naked.
clubs and stuff. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
And
Yeah. They.
sexy is the way you carry yourself.
That's
Hmm.
right. Yeah.
It
A
is
lot of
not how you dress.
if you
They
love it.
think that, but it's not.
But but really, Latasha, in a sense, it is because just like she just said, you got to think about it. Most women who are have confidence in themselves or have high self-esteem, they're usually not going to dress like that. No, most of the time, they're not going to dress like that. They'll have on a nice pair of slacks. They might even have
Right.
like a suit shirt on, I mean a suit jacket on with a pair of nice slacks or nice skirt. And they don't have to be a real short skirt, but it'd be a short skirt, right? Up to their knees, like right at the top of their knees, just something real cute and
With a
trim
blazer.
with a blazer, right? But what we going to in there to be half naked, we doing that for the men. We ain't doing there to sit down and have coffee. We going to the club to pick somebody out that we either want to go home with or trying to meet and have a date with. Most of the time, that's what they do in the club. I just think it's
Hmm.
overdone, especially when you are carrying a lot of extra weight. And I'm not against any woman, you do your thing, but some things we don't I just wish it's all right to have pride in your body. Now, let me say this, I'm not trying to fat shame anybody because I'm fat. But I know even if I was younger and I was this big, there's certain things you will not catch me in. Okay, you will not catch me in a pair of shorts that up to my where I look like I got a pair of panties on. You will not catch me in
Right.
those booty shorts. Okay,
That's how
you
they
will not,
doing it today.
and you will not catch me in those shorts and those little short shirt on with my stomach hanging out. You're not going to get me to do that. I am too big for that. My weight
Right.
will not let me do that. And me, how I am about myself, you will not catch me in no dress like that. I just won't. Even if I was younger and still carrying this weight, I would not do that. But that's different. Everybody's different. Everybody got their own style. People want to say, "Oh, you want to tell me what to wear?" No, and you have to, like you said, the confidence comes in you. Confidence is not dressing half naked. I don't care what nobody say. That's not confidence.
That's not it.
That's you trying to show what you got, point blank. And everything you wear does not have to be tight to your body. Everything you wear. Now, every now and then, maybe it's cute to do, but not all the time. But again, people have their own style, and some people feel offended when they see this video and say, "Oh my God, she's talking." No, I just think even if you are at a nice, perfect weight, everybody doesn't need to see that you have wide hips. Everybody doesn't need to see that you have a
They
big
do it
belly.
all on the job. They wear
I
tight
know.
scrubs where they can't look like
Yeah,
if they bend over, they gonna just bust up the seam.
yes, and so I mean, to each his own. I'm not saying nobody can't wear that. I'm just saying for me as a woman, and if I had all those attributes, everybody does not need to see them.
Right.
Just don't. And you can find pants like those what they're called lounging pants. They don't show all that. And then there's even women who will wear those pants and everything's jiggling. Why? Why? It's not
They
cute.
think it's sexy, I guess.
I don't know, but that's not what it is at all. So, we got 10 minutes. So, what is intersectionality and who invented the concept? I know y'all know that one.
Yeah, I know that one.
I know y'all know that one.
Okay. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Don't say it. Don't say it.
I won't. I won't.
Okay. All right. Don't say
It's
it,
I'm gonna
Miss
say this.
Lady.
I'm not. It's chapter one, and it's the first part of the chapter. Introduction to
Okay.
intersectionality.
Okay. Okay. Wait a minute.
And we'll
I see
start
it
there.
right here. What is intersectionality and who invented the concept?
Hmm.
Okay. That's identity such as gender, race, class, ability to um overlap.
Huh?
That's the intersectionality.
Yeah.
It's
Uh-huh.
identity such as race, gender, class, and ability to overlap.
Okay. And okay. And what's the
And
lady concept?
create creating a unique um combination of discrimination or privilege.
Okay. So it's okay. So it says here, race, gender, and class in a society that often marginalizes their voices. And then who developed this concept? What is the lady's name who
Kimber,
developed it? Hmm?
what's her name? Kimber Pashon.
Yeah, yeah. Crenshaw. Kimberly Crenshaw. That's right. You are so correct on that one. Okay, so since we have the Kimberly Frank show comes up behind this show, we're going to cut this short. We're going to finish the last three, and then we're going to I'll be sending you one for chapter three. Do your work when you get a chance, Miss Finley, or I'm gonna have to give you an F or make you stay after class. I
All
understand
right.
you're working. Okay.
Why she get her out? But she did. She did.
No, 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 no. I said, or
I
she's going
forgot.
to give an F. That's
She should get no F dot.
no, no. I'm going straight to the F. I'm going. I'm not even giving her a D. I'm giving her F. Okay. No, I'm not gonna do that. But no, when
Cause
you get
she
a
she
chance,
she did know.
yeah, she did. She answered some questions. She did. But you need to finish these worksheets. Don't try to make me be soft on her. Okay. I'm not.
I'm
No,
sorry.
Man,
no, no. I'm not gonna be soft on her. No.
she ain't.
Um. But yeah. So we shall. I gotta get ready for Kevin B. Frank show, and then we shall do
You see how
this
she
with.
on my tail and I be on that show too?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
you
What
got
you
a
say?
job to do,
That's
baby.
why my homework ain't done.
Oh, because you be over there on the.
Yeah, I be up at night. My fiance be looking at me crazy. Like, you better go to bed. I said, I'm about
All right,
to.
Stephen Char. You heard what I said?
Who?
Me. Yeah.
Who? Hell
Stephen
no.
Char be so
Don't
much.
worry about it. I'll be there to cheer you on, Shami.
Yeah. All right. Need to put my phone on charge.
I
Okay.
gotta
All
go
right.
out of town in the morning, but I'm gonna be there to cheer you on.
All
Okay. Okay.
right.
All right.
You.
You guys are crazy. I love you guys.
I
Yeah,
love
that's
you
my
too.
mentor. I love you too.
Okay, so I'll see y'all in a few.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Bye.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, let's see here. There we go. Awesome sauce. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Who else was on here? Okay, she was over there. Okay, cool. Awesome. We did good. Yeah.